Mion がマネージャーだった
AJ,
ら
did you read what I
い
put
ろ
in
いろ
VC
心
text?
強いと思
I
うけ
did
ど
not.
ね。やってよ、ミオン。マネージャー。
Disco Elysium uses knowledge of dating sim mechanics and RPGs against the player, and that's awesome. I'm a huge fan of Persona 5 and played it a ton before.
まあ、本当に気が向いたらその時
Oh,
は
that
やります
meets our episode's daily
で
Persona
どう
5
です
quota.
Persona!
Welcome back, y'all. My name is AJ, and I'm here to yap about Higurashi when they cry Kai, Chapter 5, MEAKASHI. I am once again joined by my straight man Griffin. Say hello, Griffin.
What are they called? Kai.
So
Like
Kai...
Dragon Ball Z?
Well, Kai... So there's the most common use of the word Kai means world.
Kaioken.
Kai, yeah, because Kaio-sama means Lord of Worlds. But the actual Kai in Dragon Ball's recut anime means revised. So if I had to take a gander, probably means that here too. I don't know, because Sekai means the world, and you once you know what that word is, you're gonna hear it a lot in Japanese media.
Yes, Sekai.
Sekai.
Mm-hmm.
Last time, two very, very emotionally and physically love-starved people meet and give each other affection. I wonder where this is gonna lead. Let's find out.
こんにちは。今日もお暑いのにご精が出ますことで。
Get the fuck away from me!
こんにちは。あれ？それは差し入れですか？
Alright, I guess I am team manager.
さすがは我がチームのマネージャー。
まあ、気が向いたからです。別に監督に差し入れたくて買ってきたわけじゃないので、そこんとこよろしくお願いします。あと、さりげなく人を勝手にマネージャーに組み込まないように。
Hi, quota.
God damn
サ
it.
トシ君の打率はどんな感じです？
ええ、頑張ってますよ。彼の打率ですか？そうですね。セブンスマートでおせんべいの袋をどれでも3つ買うとですね。
それってつまり3割ってことですか？へえ、3割打者。サトシ君って結構
I
な
mean,
高
one
打
third's
率打者じゃないの。
not the worst statistic in the world.
打率は数字じゃないよ、ミオン。ここ一番で打てなきゃ意味はないんだからさ。
サトシ君は自分で自分の弱点をよく分かっているようですね。そこまで分かっているなら、あとは練習あ
Lucky
るのみ
number
ですよ。
7 for Satoshi. Ide signaled to the pitcher who threw the ball. Satoshi-kun looked calm, following the ball with his eyes. Then he swung. And he missed. Oh, he didn't! The ball flew at the first and second bases and landed in distance. You fucking lied to me, sound effect. That's the sound of whistling, not contact.
やったー。パチパチパチパチパチ。
Do you not remember the
Satoshi.
fucking, like, what was it, chapter 3?
No, Griffin.
fucking
We literally
smashing it out
ran.
of the park?
Griffin, do you not remember what we were doing that entire game?
いいバッティングを見せてくれるんですけどね。
Talking about literally anything else. Smile compassionately.
But you don't, well, no, the Satoko smashing around the park. That part. Remember that?
What the fuck?
Oh god, ew.
What is this color palette?
I didn't realize he had Hizami's. Why is it pink?
I think.
Like, why did his sleeves change to pink?
Well, technically, the sleeves changed to white. This
Oh,
is the
shit,
original
yeah,
sprite.
I mean, so true. Actually, you know what? The manga gamer sprites make it like kind of like try to actually. Oddly enough, they try to be more accurate to the original sprites.
In terms of designs,
Are
I've
they
noticed that.
pink?
Like, Shion's clothing is more accurate in the manga gamer than the console.
Can you go to the manga gamer sprites? I want to see if they have given pink sleeves.
Nah, it's white.
Oh, them white. Oh, yeah, pink.
Satoshi? I know it's impossible to tell heights in a PNG visual novel, but is he supposed to be tall? Because he's the first child I've actually seen that, like, comes up nearly to Irie's height.
I mean, good. He's, I think he's supposed to be about the same height as Keiichi.
Well, Keiichi has not had... We have not been able to compare Keiichi's height.
Oh, that's true.
Now Satoshi-kun came up to the bat. Irie wanted him to live up to everyone's expectations. Was statistically only likely to happen. When Irie insisted on giving him a chance in spite of the fact that the team members suggested a pinch hitter. Imagine that ball as someone you really hate and just use that bat with all the force on planet Earth.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
それは私も普段から言ってるんですけどね。まあその辺がサトシ君のいいところではあるんですがね。
普段は紳士でも試合には鬼になる。男にはそういう二面性があっても私はいいと思います。とにかくサトシ君には鬼がない。仮にもひなみ沢の人間なんだから、たまにはご先祖の鬼の血を思い出してくださいよねって聞いてます？サトシ君？
聞いてるよ。よくわかんないけど。
People don't know what the fuck the Gynax pose is. What the fuck?
サトシ君の話をしてるんですよ。それを。
Satoshi-kun suddenly started stroking my head. He looked delighted for some reason. Blush immediately raised upon my speak. Don't do this in front of Irie. He's probably gonna
I was about to say, like,
here.
time and place, bro. Time and place.
僕のためを思って言ってくれてるんだよね。ありがとう。僕は頑張る。
サトシ君、そういうことしてごまかさないでください。
ごまかしてなんかないよ。嬉しいだけだよ。
I can resist his hand. Gonna help him mumbling like he does. Delivering back to the field, leaving me red as a beet.
頭撫でられるの弱いんですか？
Irie?
撫でる人によります。監督が撫でてきたら関節決めますんで、覚悟の方よろしくです。
もうずるいな。じゃあ。
Wait a minute, the fucking Fairly Odd Parents twist is real? I thought that was a joke.
What twist?
The series twist thing. Secret Wish or whatever, I guess it is.
Oh, that Timmy wished for everyone
Yeah.
to be like, to stop aging and 50 years had passed.
That was real?
Yeah,
that was like creepypasta shit or
it
something.
was a ratings trap episode.
じゃあ、
Oh, what the fuck?
私は記録でもやるかな。監督、どっかに鉛筆ないですか？
いつもすみませんね。はい、これお願いしますね。
I took a pencil and the clipboard. Didn't know how to differentiate between recording hits and errors at first, but now I'm used to it.
頑張ってー、サトシ君。あんまり応援するとまた打てなくなっちゃいますね。ほどほどに頑張れー。
それはそれでひどいな。
頑張れー。
Time passes slowly that Sunday. Huge white clouds appear in the sky that made me feel healthy. Humans are born to be active under the sun. My parents was acting as an umpire today. So Irie sat on the bench with me. She had words of encouragement to kids while they ran to their positions. I know a baseball coach would constantly berate them, but he was much more generous, like a kindergarten teacher. He let his kids have fun while watching over them. Joining a baseball players might look a little naive. But like a ragtag group of random kids in a fuck-ass school, doesn't matter.
ひなみ沢の子はみんな普段から元気に遊び回ってますからね。運動量は町のことは比べ物にならないんですよ。変なフォームで固めてしまうより遊び感覚の方が伸びるんです。
見事に沖宮タイタンズとは
No, that's random kids in a fuck-ass town.
あちらの監督と対立するのわかる気がします。
タイタンズさんの考えも間違ってませんよ。試合は勝つためにするものですからね。勝利至上主義は決して間違いじゃないです。みんなで団結して共通の目標を目指すのはとても素敵なことだと思いますからね。まあうちはその目標がたまたま勝利じゃないってだけのことです。
Yumazawa Fighters and Okunomiya Titans have been rivals for a long time. Both teams share in the baseball field for one thing. Both teams share... originally there was only one team, but the people living in Himazawa left and made their own. Anyhow, for rivals. The Okunomiya Titans were strictly about winning, and the Himazawa Fighters were just about having fun. Surprisingly, our scores weren't that different, which meant our team had something they didn't. Even though I couldn't put in words, I knew what made that happen.
It's so funny.
Oh, Hazel's messaging me.
But to say, yeah, I mean, like, just the split of the baseball team. What are you talking about?
Oh, baseball. I find it hilarious. So strongly agree with him. Which side would I take? The later, I couldn't really say for sure. Reason for this was idiot had a nauseous habit of sexual harassment. I wouldn't call that obnoxious. Yes. I'm not spending my energy on him today. Nope.
Good. You should.
The baseball toys.
People should spend less of their time in this game doing that.
最初はちょっと素振りしただけですぐバテてたんですけどね。それを思えば本当に上達したものです。
サトシ君って文系って感じの人ですよね。よくその彼が野球をやろうなんて思ったものですね。
All the kids that join the baseball team love baseball. They go out and play the fields outside of practice, and that's why they all their aptitude for it. But Sis never said Satoshi-kun exercises intensely in school or anywhere else. He likes to read. So I didn't understand he started playing for this team to begin with.
それはですね、私がサトシ君をこのチームに誘ったからなんです。
へえ。監督が自らスカウトしたんですか？サトシ君に何かすごい素質があるのを見抜いて？
あ、すみません。麦茶を一杯もらってもいいですか？あ、どうも。
Don't you want water in this weather? Edie asked for tea in a sussy manner. Constantly jumped around. I knew he was actually a very mature person. He was trying to evade my question.
I remember hearing about like barley tea being the kind of tea that you drink for like really hot weather because it's like served cold.
I'm not a tea connoisseur. I'll believe it. Do I look like a witch?
No.
Satoshi-kun. Came with Satoshi-kun's family circumstances. Not yet. He lost his parents in an accident a year ago. Since then, he's been having a tough time at his uncle's home.
じゃあ監督はサトシ君の鬱憤とかそういうのを解消させてあげようと思ってこのチームに。
スポーツはいいですよ。程よく体を動かして汗をかくことはストレスの発散になります。また熱中することによってわずかな間でも家庭のことを忘れられるならそれは十分な気分転換になりますしね。ほら
サトシ君ってぼんやりしてるというかのほほんとしてるというかそういうところあるじゃないですか。やっぱり相当ストレスあるんですか？
I think Satoshi-kun might be suffering even though he didn't look like it. But Mion Sonozaki never pays attention to things like that and had to act like she does.
おじさんに引き取られて少ししてからサトシ君がだいぶ体調を崩しましてね。いろんな症状を訴えるんですがいくら調べても原因がはっきりしないんですよ。
Satoshi-kun often got sick after he was taken into his uncle's custody. Suffered from fatigue and migraines.
Oh,
He suffered from a lack of energy and sleepiness. Cause, I mean...
not time for him to trauma dump someone else's trauma onto us.
Suffering from a psychological disorder. Most people in Yamazawa knew how bad Satoshi's environment was. It's natural for him to become sick because he entered that bad environment right after his parents' deaths.
Satoshi-kunは感情の爆発ができないタイプなんですよ。
Oh, what about patient doctor confidentiality?
感情が人一倍苦手なんです。
確かにサトシ君が泣いたりとか怒ったりってのは
I'm sure he hasn't heard a lot of things you should not do as a doctor.
再婚を重ねてるのはご存知で。
まあ少しは。
Satoshi-kun's mother had been married a number of men over the years. And Satoshi-kun has several stepfathers. He had to deal with the strangers coming into his home multiple times, so he was forced to be mature.
サトシ君は精神的に早熟なんです。本人は自覚していないでしょうがね。泣いたり笑ったり、ダダをこねたり。そういう時代をあっという間に
I mean, can you imagine that? Miss Sonozaki having to grow up and mature in such a harsh environment at such a young age because of circumstances placed upon you? I mean, you would never have that happen to you, right, Shion? Yeah, no, never.
やっぱりいいことはないですよ。
Satoko's current relationship with her uncle conspicuously terrible. I heard that his relationships with her previous stepfathers weren't good either. We just established that. Satoko always caused problems. And this is still the problem. They say something and then the main character monologues to repeat that same information. Cut one of them.
そういうことに体が耐えかねた SOS じゃないかって。
Yeah. Imagine how much shorter they would be. That's why Ide invited Satoshi-kun onto the baseball team. He told Satoshi that he needed a new member. Or something like that.
初めは渋ってましたけどね。彼と診療の際にいろいろとお話しするうちに少しずつ打ち解けていきましてね。ちょっと見学だけにでも来てみるといい。ちょっとバットを持ってみるといい。なんて感じで少しずつ誘っていったんですよ。
Sports worked excellently for Satoshi-kun. His health quickly improved and he started to become interested in baseball. Practiced batting, he was soon able to swing beautifully and he learned how to see the trajectory of the ball.
なんかわかるな。サトシ君ってコツコツタイプですからね。How to Baseball なんて本をしおり挟みながら読んでる風景が想像できます。
それであれよあれよという間に3割打者なんです。本当によく頑張りました。これでピンチの時にも打てれば完璧なんですけどね。
Irie says, crushing his teacup.
サトシ君と監督って仲いいんですか？
悪くはないと思ってますよ。悩みとか。
I'm the only stable adult figure in his life, which is pretty sad when I say it out loud.
信頼してくれたからだと思ってます。
I'm a bit jealous how confidently Irie said that. While Satoshi-kun and I were friends, we weren't close enough to open up to each other like that. Thankfully, Irie will spill all of his dirty secrets into someone else. Taken aback, I blushed. Irie started laughing at me.
園崎さんもサトシ君の相談相手になってあげてください。
まあなれるならなれたらいいかななんて。
Ide is at least good at reading people. I wonder if he realizes this isn't Mion.
サトシ君ですね。
Good question.
最近また少し体調を崩してるみたいなんです。
え
Tone whiplash. Black. Okay, fine, I'll put on the... Law flew to the left. But the left fielder managed to catch it. Even the relationship between Satoko and Uncle had gotten worse lately. It's obvious his sickness has something to do with that.
おばさんがかなり大人げないいじめ方をしているらしいんです。さとこちゃん、本当にかわいそうなくらいにボロボロになって、何しろ聞いた話では。
で、それをかばうサトシ君もボロボロになっているということですね。
Wasn't interested in Satoko, so I switched the subject back to Satoshi-kun. Fuck you, Satoko. I don't know much about her. I know she was a big part of Satoshi-kun's life, but never interested in her until today. She must have been
I didn't really care about her.
Just like, I have a brother. That's all I knew about her. Considering Satoshi-kun's personality, even the goofiness of his might has been an act. Maybe he was trying to make her feel good about letting her take care of him. Totally unconsciously. When he's alone, he was surprisingly strong. But I sat only recently, so I couldn't help but think that his whole life is constantly affected by Satoko. Satoshi-kun managed to get along very long with his stepfathers, even though he experienced some stress.
God, Shion's an idiot. His little sister, who he spends every single day of his life taking care of, it might be a big part of his life.
To be slightly fair to her, her relationship with her sister is so unorthodoxly fucked. It's like she may not be registering that this is what's really. It's like, I mean, she's been forced separate from her sister most of her life, and they seemingly get along. I still can't tell if it's genuine or if they're both hiding something. I don't know.
I mean, we saw chapter 2.
Who knows what I fucking saw in chapter 2, man.
I mean, we saw something in chapter 2.
I felt just because he was monopolizing him.
最近、さとこちゃんへのおばさんのいじめがだいぶエスカレートしてるみたいです。サトシ君の体調不良もそれに比例しているんでしょうね。
As he said, Satoshi-kun has been absent a few times lately. He seemed a bit tired too. He looked normal when everyone was around, but he looked a bit depressed when he was alone.
監督はストレスに押しつぶされそうなサトシ君を救うため野球に誘ったんですよね。
ええ、そのつもりでした。
こうして野球をやっている今、またストレスに押しつぶされそうになっているサトシ君に今度は何を誘えばいいんですか？
in her family life.
どうすればいいんでしょうね。
Yeah, she might have gone through some shit, but she's still rich.
She's still privileged.
Very privileged. Yeah.
内緒にしてく
Fair.
ださいよ。
Yeah.
So I do think she earns, not to play the oppression Olympics, but I do think she earned some points that she was almost immediately killed upon her birth for simply being a twin.
どうして？
疲れるからだそうです。というのは表向き。さとこちゃんと一緒にいる時間を増やしてあげるためじゃないかと思ってます。サトシ君は野球をしている間、さとこちゃんがおばさんにいじめられているかもしれない。その時、さとこちゃんのそばにいられないことが兄として辛いと、そう思っているのかもしれません。
It's left speechless for a while. Satoko again. Satoko. Why did Satoshi-kun have to sacrifice so much for her? Just by ignoring her, his stress would melt away. Of course I knew he couldn't do that. She is not emotionally well adjusted in her relationship with her siblings. Laying with little sister. Badly she's been treated. She's literally in hiding from her own family right now. She is not in the state to be making rational decisions around this.
True.
Satoko was more mature like Satoshi-kun. Her life would have gone so bad. Satoshi-kun would have to suffer those indirect blows. Or maybe she's projecting.
No, actually, I think just more past that, Shion doesn't know what it means to care for someone.
Yeah, no. I don't, because, like, again, with her sister, she thinks this is love, but it's like they're, like, of course you can be friends with your twin sister, but...
It's infatuation.
Yeah. Their relationship is more akin to cousins than actual siblings, despite the whole twin fact, if you know what I mean.
I thought you were talking about Satoshi.
Oh, well, Satoshi right now, it's infatuation. She doesn't know what actual genuine affection is, and it's letting her get obsessed with it, but it can turn into love if she becomes a little bit more emotionally well-adjusted. But Shion, like, and Mion, like, they think they love each other, but I don't think do you really know what it means to love each other? Yeah.
I still lean on the statement from Mion chapter 2.
Can you live without your right hand?
Yeah, it's right hand and left hand.
I mean, but do I love my right hand and left hand?
What? No, it's does your left hand love your right hand?
Does your left hand that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
There's no answer to that question.
Exactly.
You have to visibly imagine it. It's not normal sibling love, is what I'm trying to get across. What the fuck? What if they're on child Satoko? Satoshi-kun steps in. Protect her. The aunt probably didn't like it. So Satoshi-kun didn't have to fight. The aunt would attack him anyway. The fight would then be between the aunt and him. Satoko might tease the aunt by sticking out her tongue, hiding behind his back, pretending to be scared. She never think how deeply she was being hurt. Because of Satoko, Satoshi couldn't become cornered and stressed.
園崎さん、あなたがそんな言い方をする人だったとは驚きです。あなたは里子ちゃんのお友達でしょ？
Oh shit, am I?
お姉さん的な立場でしょ？
Shit, am I?
普段も学校で里子ちゃんを慰めたり、
that's
励ましたりしてるものだと思ってます。
Aha! Satoko's here right now. Can you point her out? Yeah, it's the girl with blue hair, right?
正直、
Oh my goodness.
驚いています。
You know, he looked at me sussily. I could tell what he was thinking about me. I said too much. Ble. Mion, Sonozaki, and Hojo Satoko are friends. They're so close, so Mion should have been encouraging her after the situation got tougher. That's what Mion was supposed to do. Totally forgot about that. I spoke at myself. It's only natural that EDA would give me a suspicious look. EDA would give me his ire. I have to apologize to this and ask to put things right. I totally messed up.
You said you had to apologize for making that pun, and I was gonna agree.
Then in that case, there we go.
Oh, man.
I objectively looked at the situation, made a modest proposal. Be honest, simply afraid. What?
What'd you say?
What did I say?
A modest proposal? What?
I'm reading her dialogue.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't even say that was the reason for my living. He was the reason for my reason for living. That's right. I was in love with him. But I wasn't going to tell him how I felt, baka. Well, satisfied just being by his side. Certainly couldn't ask for anything more. So, I couldn't reveal my true identity.
Ah, fucking hell.
I depended on Mion. What?
Hey, crack cocaine. That's true. Thank you,
Fruto Erica.
Fruto Erica. Yeah.
But that's stupid! No matter how tough my life may be, I prefer to be here with Satoshi-kun stroking my head every now and then. And maybe we hold hands. Why did I love him that much? Because you have no standard. I read about some manga once. You don't need a reason to be in love. I'm surprised at myself for being like this. Breathed out slowly, then held my breath. Trying to slow my throbbing heart.
Do you think that Satoshi is a bad catch?
No, it's not. It's just she's not emotionally well adjusted to be in any form of relationship right now, and neither is Heidi. He's probably like a little more emotionally well adjusted to be in a relationship than you are. Get rid of his concerns and his stress. So what? So, what can I do to achieve all that? Murder. Umpire shout.
Oh, the umpire shouted burger.
Who won? Don't leave me hanging. Sue, we lost.
Yeah, he lost.
Some days I see him and some days I don't. Killer sky gets cloudy and rain will always stop eventually. I thought his absence was just like that, but he was actually on the verge of a breakdown. Notebook, page 19. The rainy season was just around the corner. The air had become so humid, my shirt stuck to my... Ugh, I hate that feeling. We went since Satoshi-kun stopped showing up for baseball practice. I looked for him as soon as I arrived to the field. He's not here yet. Did they get here too early? I want to see him playing the field right when I get here. I started arriving late because of those feelings. It's a weirdly worded sentence. Although he wasn't here today either. Didn't even bother hiding my disappointment anymore. Everyone knew by now how I felt. The team members from Mion's class came over and tried to console me, but I shooed them away.
Sonozaki-san, 気分が優れませんか?
Even EDA couldn't comfort me. It's weird that he too knew why I was like this.
今日帰りますね。気分じゃないです。
ほら、今日は沖宮タイタンズさんと打ち合わせをする日じゃな
Do
い
we
ですか。
fight any other baseball team besides Okunomiya
同
fucking
席してほ
Titans?
しかったんですがね。
私を勝手にマネージャーにしないでください。私、マネージャーだったつもりはないんですから。
He looked down, not knowing what to say.
わかりました。元気が回復したらまた手伝ってくださいね。
もう来ないかもです。マネージャーが必要なら私以外を募集してください。
気が向いた時でいいです。また遊びに来てくださいね。それにほら、あなたがいないとサトシ君が戻ってきた時寂しがりますよ。
I went middle and turned around. I already set up my schedule with Mion, so I don't have to ask her every time anymore. Tried to contact her a couple times to ask how Satoshi-kun was doing in school, but I hadn't been able to get through to her. Apparently the hag had sensed that I might be in contact with Sis. I mean, smart. My word, Sis was being watched. Result, I haven't been easy to contact her. Have you tried pigeons? Kasai was helping me contact her, seemed to have also been marked. People know he was loyal to me. I hadn't seen him for a while either. All I could do was wonder about how Satoshi-kun was doing. Frustrated because there was no way for me to know. I was filled with worries. But something surprised me out of the blue. Somebody called out to me I was about to leave the field on my bike. Rena! I'd never seen this girl before in my life, but I immediately trust her with my life. There's only one person first to me on that way, as far as I knew.
Rena か。珍しいね。
I was gonna say, we're like fucking 4 episodes in, 4 chapters in, and I'm like, we haven't met Rena yet.
I know, like, my fucking microphone was muted, but across the room I was just like, finally!
Someone who's emotionally stable and knows what to do with human emotions!
Oh, I'm just always happy to see Rena, though.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
But still, what I said is not false.
Of course not, yeah.
To me, when I'm trying to be an emotionally mature contest and my opponent's fucking Rena Ryugu, I'm fucked.
Yeah, yeah.
Mi-chan wa kaeri?
You're fucked. And then she, like, emotionally comforts you.
Why did I say that I'd rather be alone, but there's only one road to Hinamizawa. Asking to be alone would look odd. Like, alright, Rena, you go 5 steps ahead of me, and I go 5 steps behind you, alright?
そうだね。帰ろうか。
Rena quietly nodded, and I took my bike.
み-chan、傘は？
There's not a single rain cloud in this CG right now.
天気崩れるかもしれないんだって。傘ないなら急ごう。
As she predicted, we were attacked by pouring rain on our way. We ended up taking shelter in a small shack in front of a bus stop.
Take a bet right now. How long is it going to take Rena to figure out that's not Mion?
Before she goes home.
Oh, of course.
5 minutes. 5 minutes of an actual conversation, not including Shion's monologuing that stops time.
Okay.
Yeah, but if anyone here is gonna figure it out right away, it's Rena.
The girl who knows her friends.
そうだね。
Oh, this goddamn bus stop again. Raindrops jumping into puddles. Sounded loud, but it made me feel strangely calm. I sat down for a moment and Rena talked to me while looking up at a rainy sky.
Okay, there's an extra chapter called Hinamizawa Bus Stop, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why is there an entire chapter dedicated to this?
We'll find out next time! No, I'm kidding. Just worried about you. All the baseball team members knew I was depressed because I hadn't seen Satoshi-kun recently. Most of them attend school in Hinamizawa. Yes, we've established... It's... Okay. I hadn't been able to contact Sis these... Sure, she had an idea how I felt about Satoshi-kun, and if I would feel if he didn't come to his baseball practice. She's probably pretending to act a little depressed during our day-to-day in Hinamizawa to avoid creating a big gap between our moods. Twin leprosy. But neither of us knew the details about the other right now. She wouldn't be able to answer if the others asked her what was wrong. She won't be able to say, leave me alone. That might lead to more people becoming worried. Rena must have thought me almost depressed. That must be why she came all the way to see me. She must have known that what was going on because she knew I was at the baseball field.
Satoshi-kun, Rena's so good that she comforts
the wrong person.
The wrong person because she just senses that something is wrong.
This ain't self-isolated because of exhaustion. That's what it sounded like, at least.
Satoko-chan no ken de daibu nayanderu mitai datta. Satoshi-kun wa sugoku oitsumerarete to omou.
Like if she says anything about Satoko that's wrong, like Rena's immediately gonna clock her. Which she might be doing in the next 5 seconds. What I said sounded hollow. As I knew too well how much of a burden Satoko had become.
でもだからってみーちゃんまで落ち込んじゃったらかえってサトシ君を追い詰めちゃうように思うかな。
私に追い詰めるつもりなんてないよ。
それはもちろん知ってるよ。でもだからこそ学校にいる時のサトシ君を笑顔で迎えてあげられなかった。
Just hide your emotions. I do it all the time. What?
本当にサトシ君は追い詰められちゃうよ。みーちゃんはたとえ嘘でも笑顔が作れる強い人間だって知ってる。だから嘘でも笑ってほしいの。最初はたとえ嘘でもね。
Stares at her.
The Reddit stare gif.
最後には
I'm gonna pop the fuck off whenever I ever see that in actual, whenever we watch Gosatsu. Both Satoshi-kun and Satoko were totally wiped out. Mion must have been depressed, even though she's the sort of person who usually lightens the mood. The situation would be stuck in a vicious cycle.
Just like to move out of town.
Shut the fuck up. When I sounded like she was trying to give me advice, trying to console me, she must be more mature than she looks. This told me she was a funny girl with a few bad habits, but she seemed to have another very mature side to her.
Everyone
knows.
Except for Keiichi. It takes him a while to realize. So I shouldn't have told her that. I merely responded.
なら笑おう。
Rena smiled herself.
みーちゃんの笑顔できっとサトシ君に元気を分けてあげられると思う。みーちゃんはそれしかできないことに落胆しかけているかもしれないけれど、それでもね、多分それが一番サトシ君の力になる。
理屈ではわかるけどね。笑えったってそう簡単にはできないよ。
Rena giggled and nodded.
野球の練習にもさ、バイトが終わったらきっと帰ってくるから。
It's a part-time job. Well, I asked the question, but I managed to stop myself. The tone of Rena's voice sounded like it was something everyone should know.
バイトか。いつ終わるんだろうね。
お金が貯まるまでだろうけど、どんなに遅くてもさとこちゃんの誕生日までには終わるよ。
Trying to figure out what was going on from what she was said. I had to listen very carefully to cover the whole picture. Satoshi-kun seemed to be working in order to make some money. I don't think it's easy to find a job when you're still in school. This might have been something to do with it. The job only seemed temporary. It seemed to have something to do with Satoko's birthday. It wasn't that difficult to figure out. Satoshi was working and saving up to buy his little sister something expensive for her birthday. He was trying to comfort her, though he was still torn up himself. Satoko again. Satoshi-kun was already worn out because of her, and now he was working for her sake, even though he was exhausted. How stupid. Be easier for him to just forget about Satoko. Don't.
It's so satisfying.
Dude, I've been like cuddling a pillow, like my legs on my bed while I'm leaning back on my chair, like comfortable. Yeah. I just threw my fucking pillow into the air. Can't wait to hear that in the playback. Jesus fucking Christ, Rena. I mean, you're probably right to be looking at me like that, but give a girl some warning. Hey Theory.
I could have.
Stop. Give a girl some heads up. Oh my god.
She you could have replaced that with the like the like the black and white Goku with the cannon event sound. You could have just replaced it with that. Same thing.
Fucking, I'm gonna play tic-tac-toe on her forehead, okay? I'm not too lazy to actually do that. Sorry when I realized was looking straight into my eyes. She was smiling, but her eyes looked creepy. Whatever voiced what I was thinking. She was looking at me as though she was figuring out that I was blaming Satoko. She beamed when she noticed my fear. She smiled as though she understood that I saw it that way because of love. She was giving me the creeps. You hear the thunder roar in the distance. The rain began to pick up.
Satoko-chanがSatoshi-kunを独占してることに嫉妬を感じてる?
The second time someone specifically used the term monopolize. What answer him immediately this time. But Rena seems to know what I was thinking.
別に兄ちゃんがそう思っても私は軽蔑しないよ。人を一途に好きになるときってそういうものだもん。
ありがとう。
でも兄ちゃんは今までずっとSatokoちゃんを励ましてくれてたよね。それって私すごく立派なことだと思うな。
Satokoは仲間だもの。当然でしょ。
Sounded so fake. Look at this fake ass bitch. He was like, I hate her guts. Me and her 5 minutes later.
Satoshi君も励ますことしかできない。どうやったらこの苦境から救ってあげられるのかわからない。
Satokoがサトシ君にべったりしすぎなんだよ。Satokoがもっとしっかりすれば、サトシ君がここまで追い詰められることはない。はっ
きり言うね。
Now for unflinching smile, though my remarks can be taken as hard as she said that she picked up the rock. What did you say about Satoko? What did her read on her?
サトシ君もさ、ほんの少しはそう思っているとこあるかもしれないね。
え
Rena kept smiling, but her smile looked strangely cold.
サトシ君も多分心のどこかでSatokoちゃんをかばい続けることに疲れを感じてると思う。
Given the type of person Rena is, I don't think she'd say something and wasn't certain of it. Because of that, she must have been confident in what she just told me.
どうしてそう思う？
私、サトシ君に打ち明けられたから。
Oh, well, that was the easy answer. Satoshi couldn't secretly confess to her. Rena might ask me to keep it that way.
サトシ君がね、言ったの。兄として頼られることに苦痛を感じる。それはとても罪深いことだと知っているけど。でね。
It's not like... It's not his fault that he's feeling this. I can't be too hard on him.
No, not at all, yeah.
I heaved a huge sigh. Satoshi must have gotten so tired he couldn't help telling someone. Even so, even though he thought that way, he probably wouldn't tell someone so easily. Maybe Rena led him to do so. She might be capable of something like that. I don't understand this girl. It's only been a little while since we met, but I already started taking something like keeping deep inside of me. Does she have some kind of supernatural power to reach in people's minds and drag out whatever they're thinking?
Yes.
It's called empathy. It's only hit me that I was staring this girl.
Wow.
Dragon in a strange world. I don't think Sis has realized Rena has a real personality. She thinks Rena is a funny girl with some quirky habits. She would have told me if she knew.
レナはサトシ君に打ち明けられるくらいに信頼されてるんだ
Rena, why are you looking at me like that? What's wrong with your fingers?
Yeah, that's certainly a neurodivergence there.
Calling it that from now on.
The neurodivergence there.
羨ましい。
別に信頼されてるわけじゃない。私が経験者だからだと思う。
経験？レナにも兄弟をかばったりした経験が。
ひたひたとずっと足音がついてきて、夜は枕元にまで立たれて見下ろされる経験。
Sorry, Rena! What the fuck starts the conversation like that? I just sat down. Turn around to face her. Got the
I've been
chills.
sitting at this bus stop for a while.
She was smiling. Her eyes looked ice cold. I trembled and froze. Eyes open.
みーちゃんにはないないと思う。多分。
Trying to figure out what she was saying.
みーちゃんはひなみ沢から逃げ出そうとか、もっと都会に行きたいなとか、そういうことを考えたことはある？
I don't know how to respond. Ran away from my answer, urging me to speak with her silence.
ないよ。私は地元好きだし。
だよね。だよね。みーちゃんはそうだと思う。
Seemed like a good idea to lie to her.
That laugh.
It's a kind of power I couldn't grasp. She couldn't read people's minds just by seeing the slightest change in their expressions. I tell her the truth.
そうならば、みーちゃんは大丈夫。お社様には怒られない。
お社様？
Oishiro-sama.
Oh yeah, Shiro-sama.
That's Hinamizawa's guardian deity. Couldn't understand why she had mentioned that name. My mind stopped for a moment.
うん。
Yeah.
お社様。
Oishiro-sama.
Flashbang.
The name was trying to teach me something. Yeah, I remember.
Mental flashbang. Just.
Oishiro-sama never allows heathens to desecrate Hinamizawa. Oishiro-sama never allows the villagers to leave either. Those are the rules. Slowly, I recalled the fear of the curse which supposedly caused the dismemberment murder and the death of the Hojo couple. When I sent to the institution, I had this fear. I was scared that if I went that far away from boarding school, I'd fall under the curse. But I should be okay.
I mean,
I escaped from the school and returned to my hometown.
Shion
To be precise.
leave Hinamizawa. Eh?
According to the kids' rules, because I love Hinamizawa. The hag forced me to live in suffocating life. I still chose to stay in this place. Yeah, it's like I choose to live here. I don't believe I'm breaking Oishiro-sama's rules. If you're mad at someone, go fucking kill my grandma. Well, place. I never come back here anyway. Oishiro-sama should even bless me for that. He should give me money. If I convince myself the curse doesn't apply to me. But I think I'm still afraid of it.
私は地元好きだから、
Oh.
その意味ではお社様のたたりがあるとは思っちゃいないね。模範的だとすら思ってるけど。
うん。それは私も認める。だからこそ、サトシ君のことはわかんない。
どうして？
サトシ君は心のどこかでひなみ沢を捨ててどこかへ逃げ出したいと思ってるから。
I gave an inaudible cry. I was feeling sad that Satoshi-kun hadn't shown up for practice. He still lived in Hinamizawa, so I never even considered the thought of him going away.
サトシ君が家出したがってるってこと？
うん。無意識のうちに。お社様が枕元に立つまでは多分意識すらしてなかったと思う。
No idea what the fuck she was talking about. Kept trying to figure out what she was saying.
サトシ君が体験していることは全て お社様のたたりの前触れなの。誰かが遠くからじっと伺っている。誰かがずっとつけてくる。誰かがいつも自分のすぐ後ろから見ている。やがて足音は常に自分とずれて一つ余計に聞こえるようになるの。それらは初めのうちはお外でだけだけど、やがて後ろのそれは自分の家の中にまでついてくるようになる。そしてお布団に入って明かりを消してもずっと枕元から見下ろしてるの。ただただ黙ってじっと自らの罪を認めるまで。サトシ君は夢見が悪いって最初言い出したの。それで私がどんな夢と聞いたら、私の時をなぞるようだった。だから私彼に予告したの。その気配がやがて近づき足音を聞かせるようになり、常にサトシ君を見下ろしているようになったなら、それはきっと私の時と同じだから相談してって。サトシ君は初め私のことを怪げに思ったと思う。でも私が予告した通りにお社様の気配が近づくのを感じ、お社様が枕元にまで立つに至って、やっと自分の身に起こってることを相談できるのは私しかいないって気づいたの。
It looked like she was joking. She just calmly told me what had been going on. Couldn't even move. Couldn't tell her if the words were a joke or the truth. I could only feel stunned.
私はね、もともとひなみ沢に住んでいたの。小学校に上がる直前で茨城に引っ越した。でも新しい環境に馴染めなくてね、心の中のお社様にひなみ沢に帰れ帰れって何度も呼びかけられてた。でも小学生の頃泣きながら元の町に帰りたいって言ったってどうにもならないのね。私は現実とお社様の声に板挟みにされてずっと過ごすことになる。そして
Rena paused. Looks like she didn't want to go to the details of what followed. In great general, she confused me even more.
結局いろいろあって私はひなみ沢に帰ってくることができた。だからお社様にはそれで許してもらえた。あれ以来お社様の気配を感じることはないもの。でもね、サトシ君は私と違ってひなみ沢にいながらお社様のたたりを受けることになった。それはなぜか。理由は一つ。サトシ君はひなみ沢にはいたけれども、ひなみ沢を捨てて遠くに逃げたがっていたから、その心をお社様は許さなかったんだね。サトシ君は自問自答を何度も繰り返した挙句に認めたよ。ほら、
Oh no, those
サトシ
monologues
君
must have
ア
been
ルバイトをしてるでしょ。
gone for a
サト
long
コちゃん
time.
が欲しがったあの大きなぬいぐるみは
$1,000?
10万円くらいするもんね。サトシ君はサトコちゃんの誕生日までにその額を稼ごうとしている。でもほら、考えてみて。それだけのお金があったら後先を考えなくていいなら、どこか遠くへ逃げ出す十分な費用になりうるんだよ。サトシ君は無意識のうちにね、そのお金でサトコちゃんに誕生日プレゼントを買うんじゃなく、サトコちゃんを捨ててどこか遠くへ逃げ出すお金に使ってしまいたいって思うようになってたの。それは
See, and this is why Shion Diaz is a better big brother than Hojo Satoshi. Am I
さ
right?
っきみーちゃんが指摘したように、サトコちゃんの存在自
He
体
wouldn't
が
leave
サトシ君の負担になってるのは事
He wouldn't-
実。サトシ君だってバカじゃない
Daniel
の。
behind.
兄として認めたくなかっただけで、サトコちゃんが負担になっていることには
We can find out by playing
ち
more
ゃん
Life
と
is
気づい
Strange
てい
too.
た。だからサトシ君は葛藤してるんだよ。
Why is something getting further away from the microphone? Get back over here.
妹を喜ばせるためのお
I'm
金を貯め
sorry.
るため
He
に
was on the ground
バ
if
イ
you
トを
wanted
してい
my
るつも
attention.
りだけれども、それは自分の心を騙しているだけで、本当は自分が逃げ出すためのお金を作るためにバイトしてるんじゃないかって。私は 逃げ出すべきじゃないと思う。逃げ出したってサトシ君は多分一生後悔する。お社様だってそれを分かってるか
I've
ら
been reading, don't worry.
サトシ君にこうして警告してくれているの。サトシ君の心にサトコちゃんを見捨てるなんて悪魔のささやきが早く聞こえなくなるといいんだけども。サトシ君は綿流しの数日後だっけのサトコちゃんの誕生日にプレゼントを間に合わせるため今いろいろなアルバイトに精を出してる。心も体も追い詰めてる。そんな苦境がきっとサトコちゃんの誕生日を境に終わ
Man,
るん
she
だっ
is
て
yapping.
信じて。サトシ君は今もお社様
It's
の
like,
肩に
why are you
刻ま
trauma?
れて
Okay,
サトコちゃんを
first
守り
EVA trauma dump Satoshi's life to me. Now you're doing it. Guys, I feel like you should talk about privacy. Pouring down the galvanized iron roof, producing a loud
Nobody
noise.
in Hinamizawa can keep a secret, honestly.
Shaka felt completely secret, silent. What the hell was Rena talking about? Couldn't grasp half the shit she was saying.
What
I
was
figured out that
she
Satoshi
talking
was
about?
struggling,
What the fuck?
confused, in lots of pain. You suffering from Oishiro-sama's curse? And Rena has experienced that
Okay.
before?
Nani?
The Watanagashi festival was
I'm repeating things?
right around the corner.
Into the microphone? Oh,
Metal
that's fine.
Gear? Oishiro-sama's curse had struck 3 years in a row. There was no
In a row?
guarantee it wouldn't
Row?
strike
Oh.
a 4th time. Satoshi-kun was subject to Oishiro-sama's curse even now.
Dang it, Shion, you didn't get the job.
Was he going to be the next victim to Oishiro-sama's curse? Either way, he might disappear forever. Can I do something to prevent it? If I did do anything, it would all come at a hopeless end. End?
And?
I started feeling a sense of dread. Didn't buy the crazy story Rena had told me. But if something really was happening to Satoshi-kun, which might bring him to some kind of end, I couldn't help feeling scared. It's true, isn't it? My instinct is always correct. I decided to contact Mion despite the danger. Mion got upset at first, but she had to listen to me. Your friend's fucking
サトシ君の
weird!
ことだけどどういうことになってるの？
最近だいぶ険しい様子なんだよ。うかつに声もかけられない雰囲気。
何それ？声をかけられないからサトシ君がどういう状況になってるかよく分かってないってこと？
ごめん。
おねえ、キンキンにまた入れ替わる機会を設けてほしいの。
うん。それはもちろん構わないよ。でも最近はちょっと綿流しのお祭りの打ち合わせの絡みで日程の調整が難しいんだよ。何？またバイト？
私、ひなみ沢の学校へ行く。
I'm so smart. I can't see this backfiring in any way, shape, and or form. It's not like you're the class president or anything. Notebook page 21. Notebook page 24. Possessed. Heard a story about Oyashiro-sama. Why not relate my encounter with that creepy girl in the rain? Her name is Rena Rigu. Her real first name is Rena. No idea what kind of girl she really is. One thing is certain, she had no relation to the Sonozaki family. She has no relation to the three
dead name
families
her
as a
like
whole.
that. Don't dead name her like that.
I know I'm just reading the dialogue. The Ryugu family used to live in Hinamizawa, but then they moved to Ibaraki. As before she went to elementary school. They returned to Hinamizawa some years later. Ryugu Rena said to come back because Oishiro-sama told her to. I don't know what that means. She said it was the curse of Oishiro-sama. That Oishiro-sama had stalked her. I think that was probably a hallucination, but Satoshi-kun had been interested in that experience. She said that Satoshi-kun was also experiencing Oishiro-sama's curse. Satoshi-kun told her to be followed by some unknown existence. He was surprised to learn Rena had the same experience before. This is literally everything we've talked about. What is Oishiro-sama's curse? What is that splendid experience? I believe that means somebody put them under surveillance. Must be spying on the next victim of the curse. So Rena said that presence, paranoid, and feel like experiencing paranormal phenomena. Fair enough. Jin Rena said it seemed that Satoshi-kun would have to be put on surveillance since long before Watanagashi. So, One question comes to mind. Why were they watching Rena? I'm assuming this surveillance was placed on the victim of to be a year. So, I don't understand why Rena withdrew it. Why did they watch her even though she was living so far away? If she was considered someone who abandoned the village, I could understand, but she didn't fall victim in the end. Maybe she was forgiven because she came back to Inamizawa. Guess she still knows something I don't. Satoshi-kun looked terrible. When he went home, he had an immediate fight between Satoko and their aunt. He became mentally exhausted. He went to work every day. He became physically exhausted. He longer couldn't communicate with his classmates. He either slept on his desk or was gone somewhere during lunch break. He used to be really gentle. It's painful to see him suffering like that. Top of all that, he was doing the curse of Oyashiro-sama. He must have been completely, totally, absolutely exhausted. Curse was from foreign civilians by planning those victimized to Satoshi-kun that year. That means the other victim was in the same situation. Satoshi-kun's aunt had also been watched. Did she notice any presence? What about the others? Did the victims of the previous incidents also experience it? And investigate the facts in order to prove that the curse on Satoshi-kun was actually just surveillance. It is surveillance. Paranoia are really the curse. So it looks like Shion's been writing this post everything that's happened.
Yeah, it's like instead of a whatever you call it, like
A flash
I don't know how
forward?
to, like, it's not like a flash forward, I guess. It's more like a side, like
Aside. It's
like an
Shion from the
aside.
future narrating.
Oh no, like no, sorry, my bad. I was talking about like comparatively to like what they were in the questions are, where like you saw like an aside outside of Keiji's perspective. Like
You're either seeing
other world information.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. I see what you mean. Alright.
Where this is more like reflection slash, yeah, like you said, flash forward a little bit
Yeah, I
on
can
what we
see.
know.
Because she already
Yeah.
knows that her aunt is gonna happen, so I consider she's like she started this investigation after Satoshi disappeared and the police came up with no. At least that's my guess. Alright, so we're going to school. We're gonna meet Mika. And hopefully Rena won't really clock us.
I mean, I think she already has.
Any last words?
If I had to like, and this can actually be a guess because you know I forgot the details about Rena's involvement here, so I don't know. I generally don't know.
Does he know, chat?
They can't respond.
Let's see how this backfires on Shion. Until then,
Yeah.
have a gay old time, y'all. Peace.